Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
Now the veteran workhorse. Here's James Conner.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient and let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Forced out to his left. Staying on his feet. Evades the tackler, and now some space. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also...
There he goes, left side! And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run. 37 yards. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I certainly like what he did right there, because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Second down and 8. Murray a give. This is Conner.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal. Throwing now is Murray. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Conner will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 50. Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Garden, Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. Once again, it's Conner. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Prater's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now at 6-3.
Trailing here in the first half still, but maybe, Charles, that'll help them get some momentum back. First, the forced fumble, and then they're able to get a field goal out of it.
And down in the game, they came out and created their own opportunity on one side of the ball and did get points out of it, as you mentioned. Complimentary football right there as they try and bring this one back to even.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game.
On first down, here's Stroud. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. Down the left sideline. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 81 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Harvey, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left lane. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Now Greg Dortch going to bring it out of the end zone. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Here's Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. Desmond King deep for Houston. And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be a net of 39. 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Two minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. $14-yard line, 2nd and 11. Stroud sets up the play action. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the 1st down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for them.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief in, hey, we're going to get it done.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Now Stroud steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So we've arrived at halftime here in Super Bowl 57.
As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, back to you two in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports Halftime Report. We were witness to a solid first half from this year's #2 overall pick rookie, C.J. Stroud. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play. Both teams making their final adjustments of the season during this long halftime break. Who will claim the Lombardi Trophy? To find out, we go back to Brandon and Charles in Vegas for the second half of Super Bowl 58.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi Trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
Well, if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
Throwing on first down is Murray.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Darren Stingley picks it,
and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
Escaping the pressure right.
That is caught by Dell.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Stroud out of the gun here.
Stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Stroud.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Chris Barnes. And the Cards are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
The drive will start with Connor. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And a second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing to trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here's King. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Stroud off the play fake. On the move to his left. He'll let this go deep for Collins. Going across the field, and that will easily be intercepted.
Baker with a pick.
And the Cardinals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get the...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Big strides. Look at him go. Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
Trey McBride.
66 yards.
And the Cardinals are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Now, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
And now out comes Houston. They've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium. And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi Trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action. Stroud working out of the gun. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Got a man. It's Collins complete.
And he's brought down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. He'll buy some time right.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Now it's the backup Keenum.
Lets one go downfield for Pierce.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Here goes Stroud again.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted.
And the Cards are right back in this football game. Well, sometimes the fake punts work out. They're fun, and you're so smart for doing it. And sometimes, Charles, what happens is an epic fail, and what we just saw was an epic fail.
And you're right about that, because the key here is the element of surprise. You have to catch a defense completely unaware that this might happen, this might occur. Unfortunately, somehow they tipped it off, or they were just well coached and on their toes.
So not quite a
first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Murray now. He's got the connection to Moore. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Murray going to throw. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get your reset. 2nd and 6 coming up. Murray now to throw. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. Murray to throw. That's caught by Wilson. A solid stiff arm. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line. Now Murray. He's got his tight end McBride on the out route. Touchdown! Trey McBride, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Cardinals have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. Extra point good by Prater. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here's Desmond King on the return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So Stroud and the Texans down by 4. A minute 13 to play. A touchdown could win the Super Bowl as they've got a first down. Stroud. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical 3rd down here. Here's Stroud. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that's the downside of taking these big shots, because they're definitely lower percentage plays. And now you look up, and it's 4th down. So not only do you have to worry about getting big yardage, you also need to just keep the game alive.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Singletary. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2nd down, goal to go. Again, it'll be Singletary. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Super Bowl. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.